Good morning, traders. It's Trader Rob. Today is Monday, July 15th. We're halfway through this month of July. Strategies haven't really done that great so far here in the first 2 weeks of July. I will get into the stats month to date, take a look at some of the trades from Friday, and see what I see in the markets here this morning right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so as I stated, we are pretty much a little over 2 weeks into July, halfway through the month, and taking a look at our stats for July month to date. First week, we were definitely in the red. We were able to claw back a little bit here last week, but taking a look at all of the strategies, oil session 1 is currently down 60 ticks or $600 trading 1 E-mini. Oil session 2 is up 65 ticks, so that would be up $650. Oil, when you add both sessions together, we're up about $50. No big deal. Gold's down currently 4 ticks, so $40. Let's pretty much call that break even. And the Rob reversal is also break even. I think we've had 3 winners and 3 losers. Pretty much clawed back to almost break even on all of the strategies. As the first week in July, I think we were down $700 or $800 if my memory serves me correctly. Taking a look at the trades from Friday. If we took a look at oil, we only had one setup in oil session 1, no setup in session 2. We did get activated to the long, quickly reversed on us for a 23 tick loser. And in gold, we got activated to the short. If we take a look at our stop loss and we put it at the top of our source bar, it's 41 ticks, which automatically gets reduced to 35 ticks. And right out of the gate, we had a very strong push down, almost probably a little close to 70% take profit. And based on my rules and my conditions, I would have reduced my risk there down to about 18 ticks. So that would have been the loss there in gold on Friday. No trade set up on the 15-minute Rob reversal. Sorry, if I go back to Friday, which is right here, we did have a setup to go long. Remember, your entry would have been 1 tick above this lime green activation candle, which we never pierce. And the next candle, as it closes to the downside and we're trying to set up to go long, this automatically invalidates that trade. So no setup there on Friday whatsoever. Taking a look at our levels, where do we sit here? All right, our levels. I already posted this in Discord. I already said I did not like price action yet here this morning. I've got a 5-minute level at 56.99, 56.92, and 56.87. Nothing really down here that I saw on the 15 or the 5-minute. So no real trade setup that I see here on the ES. And on the NQ, I do have a 20-minute level at 26.43. And then if I go down, I've got 3 5-minute levels at 25.63, 5.33, and 5.17. Again, posted these all in Discord. Really, the only setup here, which I don't like, I wouldn't take this just because I don't have a 15-minute level involved in here. And I'd like to have a 15-minute level involved in one of my trade setups. So we'll keep monitoring here, price action. Looks like I might have a trade here in oil session 1. So if you stick around in the next few minutes, hopefully you'll see this trade and the recap of all the trades from today. See you guys here in a little bit.
Order canceled.
All right, so here's our first trade of the morning, which is in oil session 1. We do get activated here to the short based off of that red inside bar once you put your stop loss at the top of that black down bar. You're left with 18 ticks of stop loss, and we are currently looking for 18 ticks of take profit as well. Obviously, we've been hanging around the overnight open, as I explained earlier. So I do know I am obviously, I kind of use that as more of a reference, not as a filter or piece of confluence. And at the same time, obviously, oil does not have the right momentum push outside of that inside bar. In oil, we do get activated here to the long. I'm sorry, in gold, we get activated to the long on the right hand side of the chart based off of that green inside bar. And we are looking for 20 ticks there's 20 ticks of stop loss, also 20 ticks of take profit. That is the exact type of momentum that we are looking for out of these inside bars. And we take a full take profit there on that. I did reduce my risk in half once I was over 70%. Now my focus is obviously solely on oil. And we do here a retest of the overnight open. So I was in maybe about $60 of profit at that point. Got a pretty strong rejection from the overnight open. And I will explain this trade in detail in my following recap coming up here in a few minutes. So stick around for that. And kind of just still stuck here in the range. Sorry, I had to open up something for work there. So kind of stuck here in this range, pushing down pretty much right back down to our entry. No clear movement one way or the other. Obviously, we've been in the red more than we have been in the green for damn sure. And we do have now the equities open that's coming up here at 8:30 a.m. Central Time, which usually gives us a nice little push. And I am hoping that it can try busting through this entry. And you'll see here, price action just really does me a not terrible trade here. But wait for the recap.
Stop filled. Target filled.
All right, so I mean, overall, a pretty damn decent day of trading, to be honest with you. Morning strategies were kind of a wash. You guys just saw those trades. Let's pull up. Let's pull up gold first. So we got activated to the long on this 810, 815 inside bar right here. Stop loss goes to the bottom of our source candle, which is 20 ticks. So we're looking for 20 ticks of profit. And we hit full take profit there probably about 6 or 7 minutes into the trade. So right off the bat, it was up $200 for the day, which was great. And then got a little unfortunate in oil session one. So if you guys can see, one, we got a shit ton of inside bars. So that pretty much is a very good visual representation that we are in a pretty big range of indecision, chop, whatever you want to call it. And it continues. It continues into our oil session one. We do get this inside bar pretty much 8:05, 8:10 close. We do get activated into the short. Now, as you guys can see, I mean, all the candles preceding our entry, or after our entry, pretty much again just kind of stay in a range. We get another inside bar, and then we get really unlucky because right at the open, the 8:30 equities open, we get a spike up, knocks out our stop loss here by probably a tick to maybe 1 or 2 ticks, and then quickly reverses to where our take profit would have been. So just still got kind of stuck in this bigger overall range, which again is very easily visually represented by these inside bars. That's why I really love them. So even though I lost this oil session one trade, I still believe that it caught the overall move pretty well. We just got a little unfortunate here on that trade. No trade in oil session two at all. It's obviously the last 5 minutes of that candle. It's 9:58 Central Time. So even if this would have been an inside bar, we would have had no setup because the trade would have been outside of our oil session two time period or condition. And then looking at our really nice bright spot here this morning, we did get a 35-point win on the NASDAQ, $700 winner on that trade, which again, just fantastic trade. We get activated. All of our conditions are met on the 15-minute Rob reversal. So the pattern that we're looking for was right here. We had a lower low. We closed within the higher high of the previous candle, down bar, up bar, reversal pattern. Entry is 1 tick above this wick, so we get activated right here on this triangle. And we take those 35 points here very quickly. I would say we were in a little bit of heat. Let's see what kind of heat we were looking at. So we were probably about 17 points of heat on this trade. But again, we just got a really strong push, as you guys saw in the video. Bagged another $700 there on the Rob reversal for today. So again, morning strategies, we're up $20, so let's just call it break even. Up a really nice amount on the Rob reversal. So again, that helps with the stats to kind of, you saw the stats earlier. Now, the stats look like we're plus 700 and I don't know, $30 or $40. So again, just trying to win the day. That's the main thing, is you're trying to win the day, and you're trying to win as many days as you can to try to win the week. As far as our levels trades, nothing super interesting. Obviously, as price action develops, I map new levels, and I posted this trade setup here in Discord. Again, this would be a very small scalp, 3.5 points, risking 2.5 points. So nothing super interesting, but we would have to get a pretty strong retracement down to this area. No real strong 5-minute levels yet. As you can see, this has pretty much been a straight rip to the upside. And on the NQ, we got a really nice respection. The 15-minute level got respected pretty well. We got a bounce right to that line. Again, no trade opportunity for me because I didn't have a clear stop loss above it. So I would never take this trade. And really no clear setup yet. Now, you could make a case, and this would be a very aggressive case, that if we can get a retracement from here down to this 15-minute level at 26.45, you might be able to retarget this area at 27.08. Again, pretty aggressive trade. You do have a nice little stop loss right below you at 6.28. So that is a possible setup. I'm obviously, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to work, so more than likely I'm pretty much done for the day. But I will post this setup also in Discord as I posted the ES smaller scalp that I see as well. So again, I think overall just a pretty good day of trading. I am going live this Wednesday, the 17th at 8 a.m. Again, if you're looking to trade any of the strategies or you have any questions for me, it's a great opportunity. It gives me about 2 hours in front of people that are following the strategies, the channel, and Discord. And it's a great opportunity for me to answer any questions you might have. With that being said, I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Happy trading, everyone.